Beans! Beans!
What up, this is the Cool Bean Show. I'm your host, Shannon. Today we're going to be talking about some sciencey things. Dude. Science. It's science! So, I've always tried talking to my friends about this stuff, but it flies right over their heads, except for, like, one of them. We've been getting into some, pretty heavy conversations about life, the universe, and I've come to a couple conclusions of what I think, how I perceive the universe and how everything starts. I mean, I don't really know how the Big Bang started, or if that's true, or what happened. I don't really believe in a God creating it. I'm not really talking about religious views right now, but I definitely don't believe that a God created everything, because then you have to come up with, well, how did the God create himself? And you don't know. Then it just gets into another, you're shooting yourself in your own ass. Like, oh, the Big Bang could never happen. What started the Big Bang? How did the Big Bang start itself? It started from a particle. Where'd that particle come from? Well, where the fuck did this God come from you're talking about? You don't know. He just created himself out of what? So, how exactly? I'm not really sure, but I kind of have somewhat of an idea. And it's kind of like, we know there's more dimensions than 3 dimensions. Our physics in the 3-dimensional world, aren't the same as what they'd be in a 4-dimensional world, 5 dimension, whatever. Well, that's breaking our laws of physics to have a 4th dimension. Our laws of physics, don't say you can go in and through stuff as a 4th-dimensional world could. So, seeing as though our laws of physics have already been proven wrong in some dimensions or others, I figure, well, why couldn't you do the same when you're talking about the universe? Our laws of physics, there's a beginning and an end. And on this beginning and end, there's no before the beginning and there's no after the end. That's just how it is. Well, I like to think of a circle, kind of helps explain it. Imagine a circle. The beginning is the same as the end, yet there is none because it's a circle. Keeps going around and around. So let's just put a beginning and an end on it just because that just helps people understand it. The beginning's here, and the end is here. They're together. It's just one continuous time. There was no beginning, there will be no end. It always has been and always will be. It's a cycle, and there just was no beginning. There was no start. It's just always been. It's really, really difficult to think that something could be forever and always have been. I mean, we're not talking about some science fiction thing right here. We're talking about real life. Real, it's happened, it is happening. And it leaves us thinking, is that possible? Could it be possible? And there's really no telling. There's no way we're going to ever be able to go back into time like that and find the beginning of time. I don't believe in time machines, because if there was such thing as a time machine, well, someone would know about it by now. Someone would have gone back in time and told someone about it. Maybe, why not? Like, if I ever found a time machine in the future, I'd totally go back and see myself and be like, yo, don't do this. There's time machines in the future, dude. Just, I don't know. Getting back to the universe. It's kind of really hard to think about something beyond our thoughts. It's really difficult, and it's kind of a little tricky. Now that I've talked about, the fact that the universe has always been and always will be in a continuous stream of cycles, I kind of have a little bit of a picture of the Big Bang now and how that could happen. Now, they've proven that the universe is slowly, everything is moving in kind of almost one direction towards itself. Everything's getting closer and closer and closer. And I kind of have an idea that the Big Bang is just happens over and over in one cycle. The universe resets itself. Everything slowly pushes together. And, the biggest stars, or suns, I should say, um, they'll melt everything. They'll push it all into one big sphere. One big sphere of gases and just a gargantuan mass. And they'll stay that way and build up pressure, kind of like a volcano. And then, boom, blow up. And everything just shoots away and recreates the universe again. Now, just imagine how astronomically huge. You can look into the night sky and see, stars, tons of them. But have you ever really thought each one of those stars is a galaxy full of tons and tons and tons of planets? I mean, there was one instance where the Hubble telescope focused in one spot for I forget how long, and focused in, and zoomed in, and kept zooming in, and it was amazing how many planets were in one star. One. So just imagine millions of our solar system. We'll just put it in that perspective. Millions and millions and millions. All in one ball. Unbelievable. It'd be huge. And then that explosion, it'd send everything to the outer stretches of the universe. And that's kind of my idea on, now we're talking, the Big Bang. I think everything kind of started in one heap and then exploded. That's, I guess there wasn't really a start, so it's kind of hard to think. It's kind of hard for me to wrap my mind around it. I suppose anyone else would be more difficult, but at some point when the first one went off, because there obviously had to have been a first at some point, although the first really is like the last thing and God, messing with my brain, dude. That's kind of my idea on all that. Now, final section of this is the universe as a whole. How is it? There is no end. There can't be an end, once again, because what's after the end? I mean, there's no wall that you pass. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. No, it's. I like to think of it kind of like Pac-Man. I call it my Pac-Man theory. I bet there's one out there already just like mine, but I haven't found it, so I'm just going to call it the Pac-Man theory for right now. And just imagine playing Pac-Man, and they got little, I don't know, cutouts in the side of it, and you take your character and you put it on the cutout, and it appears on the other side of it. So I imagine the Pac-Man theory, like Pac-Man. All the way over here. And just poof, dude. Obviously, most people have played Pac-Man, so you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, go look up fucking Pac-Man and play it and see what I'm talking about. It's not that hard. You're on the internet 5 seconds of your time if you're really wanting to hear about my ramblings of the universe and understand them. It's just like that. And I assume, or just basically, assume it's just one big ball, the universe. And when you hit one end, you appear on the other end. And there is no getting past that other end. There is no ball in black space. It's just a giant ball. I mean, to get to one end of the universe would be impossible. I mean, unless we came up with some crazy Star Trek shit that we could travel, and then we figure it out. Another idea, to kind of explain it would possibly be black holes. So maybe if you went to the outer stretches of the universe, it's just a giant black hole surrounding all of us, and that's kind of it. You hit the end and fuck, who knows where you're gonna appear? You just go somewhere. So that's my rambles for today. Click subscribe, because I'm lonely and I need more people to watch my videos. Comment on it, because I like to hear, your guys' opinion on everything. Also, if there's one dude out there that's watching all my videos, kudos to you. Throw a comment, see if there's anything you think I should talk about, because I'm running out of ideas. So that's it for today. Also, hit like. I like the like button. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's like a thrill ride. I'll catch you guys later.